Rizzuto Show.
Did we gross you guys out?
A little bit, yeah.
I feel like you educated us. Like we've heard the term fillet and vas deferens.
Yeah.
You're throwing some Latin around today.
That's
Not
Steve.
like biology class.
Not the same story, but
No. That's Steve and Kevin from Broken Lizard. They are here. The Super Troopers guys, the Beer Fest guys. They are here. And they're at Helium Comedy Club this weekend. 2 shows tonight, 2 shows tomorrow. What's the website? HeliumComedyClub.com? HeliumComedy.com to get your tickets. And they'll be, doing some stand-up stuff and, telling tales about, Super Troopers and about Beer Fest and all that stuff, how to be a movie star.
Yeah.
We're telling a funny story tonight about how we met one of our idols.
Oh, right. Yes.
One of our man crush idols.
Who?
Yeah.
Swayze.
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
God rest his soul.
R.I.P.
I saw a picture. You wearing a very, very interesting
R.I.P.
Patrick Swayze shirt.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Crazy for Swayze.
I love it.
He was our man crush.
Ordering
so.
one now.
And where'd you? Well,
You can't.
you
we
gotta
can't
say-
tell
You gotta
you
come
say
tonight.
no to this
You
show.
gotta
Yeah,
come
come to the
tonight
show.
to
You gotta
hear.
give me something though.
You gotta go to the show.
Kevin and I met him at a party, and it did not go well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was
it was-
but we idolized this guy.
Yeah.
And,
You know that happens sometimes. You meet someone, you're excited to meet them, and then
Yeah, that's why you
act like an
never want to
idiot.
meet your heroes.
Yeah, you act like an idiot.
Yeah, well, you don't want to meet your heroes because you're afraid they are going to be the jerk, but
We were the.
You were?
Yeah.
big time.
Yeah.
Has that happened other than a Swayze situation where
It happened to me. I met Schwarzenegger once, and I totally bombed it.
you blew it?
Totally flubbed it. Yeah, because I was walking down the street one day in L.A. and I saw all these like Secret Service cars, and then I looked, and it was a buddy of ours. His name's Ralph Mueller. He was one of the German guys from Beer Fest. He was one of the big German bad guys. And I was like, hey, there's Ralph. I'm going to go say hi to him. And I was like, wait, I'm kind of late. Ralph's kind of talky. I'm not going to go say hi to him. And I was going to keep walking. And I turned and I looked, and he was having breakfast with Schwarzenegger. Because
You're
they're
like,
both
now
these
I
German.
have
yeah,
to.
now I'm gonna. And I walked up there, and I said hi to Ralph, and he didn't remember who I was. Ralph did not.
Was
Not
for
even-
sure? Or was he big timing you?
Well, he's a guy. He's a little scatterbrained, but he's a guy like we made a movie together. We had a great time. We went drinking. We hung out, And I saw that blank look in his eyes, like I did not know who you are, And I got scared, and I shook hands with Schwarzenegger, and I ran away.
That happened to me. Actually, we had David Tell in here.
oh, this is so great.
A great comedian, David Tell. I'm a
sure,
huge fan.
Yeah.
And he was in here, and we had a great time. Didn't we have a great time?
Oh, that's fantastic.
One of the things that I remember kind of happened when they first came in, and everybody realized everybody was from the New York area. You guys kind of had that New York
Yeah,
bond
we bonded and
before
stuff
you
like
even
that.
went on the air.
Okay.
So I was in New York a couple weeks ago,
Yeah.
and we went to the Comedy Cellar,
Okay.
and David Tell was there that night.
Okay.
And then after the show was over, we were all leaving, and he was outside smoking a cigarette. My wife goes, hey, there's your buddy David Tell, go say hi. And I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? It's Rizz from St. Louis. He goes, okay. I'm like, damn it.
So he was kind of a dick.
No, it was late. It was like 3 a.m, and I don't know if he was, drinking or whatnot.
Okay.
But I was in front of all my friends, too.
Sure.
Yeah, but
Okay.
here's the difference is that thing that you did properly. You said, I'm Rizz from St. Louis.
Uh-huh.
Kevin, the question we asked him, we were like, did you ever say to Ralph, I'm from Beer Fest? And he was like, no, I forgot.
Well, it wasn't. I got so scared, and I looked up, and like the Secret Service guys were there, and they had the things on, and they looked at me, and they were looking at me, and I was like, and I ran away. And then what happened was Ralph and Schwarzenegger got into the Secret Service car, and the Secret Service guy. We heard this later because we talked to Ralph, and he's like, the Secret Service guy said, that was the guy from Beer Fest.
That's funny.
And he's like, why didn't you say hi to him? And Ralph's like, I forgot his name. I didn't know who he was. I forgot who he was.
So now you're standing there, and they're sitting,
Yeah.
and you're at their table.
Yeah.
And it's the most awkward situation
So
in the
awkward.
world.
There was
Yeah.
probably 3 seconds, but it felt like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was when Schwarzenegger was the governor. I was like, nice to meet you, governor. And I just kept walking away.
If I were you, I'd have been like, give me a liter of cola, and then ran.
And then ran. For it. And the Secret Service guys would have laughed, But no.
Hey, was that Farva? Holy cow.
Yeah, look at that guy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Kevin didn't even know who he was to identify himself.
I was so
Let's say,
embarrassed.
hi, you.
Come on,
hey.
Ralph. Das Boot. Come on,
buddy.
man.
Did
I
you
do not
guys
know.
get doors open to you, when Super Troopers became huge and beer? Were you invited to these parties and stuff like that? Were you schmoozing with the Hollywood
not
stars?
a ton. I don't know. We definitely at bars. Like there's a weird groups of people who are huge fans, like bartenders, TSA workers, for some reason, right?
Yeah.
Cops. Like that's the interesting thing. Like we get out of tickets and stuff like that. all the
That's
time.
awesome.
All the time it happens, you know?
Yeah.
Do they say I'll let you go if you say right meow or this
Yeah, they
or
do.
that?
Yeah, they do all that crap. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Do
had
a
a guy-
performance?
I got pulled over doing 120 miles an hour.
Oh,
Is that
And,
true?
yeah, in California, and the cop looked in and he was like, "Mister, do you have any idea how fast?" Super Troopers? I was like, "You got me." And then, like, he let me out of the ticket, and we wound up like taking selfies by the side of the road.
No kidding.
And people were driving by, like, "What?"
He's like, the guys at the station are never going to believe this.
That's exactly what he
Super
said.
Troopers.
Yeah, like he brought his
Selfie.
ticket book for me to autograph.
No
his,
kidding.
His hands were trembling as he.
As he,
Yeah.
Tables were turned.
He was like, oh my God, the guys at the station are not going to believe this. Could you just please sign that? So,
yeah, 120 miles an hour is jail time.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
they
you're going to
take your
jail.
car and you go to jail for that.
yeah, you're paying $1,000 speeding ticket. You're getting reckless driving. Your license is gone. You're
See, I'd
screwed.
rather have that kind of fame than, going to some party where nobody cares,
Yeah, it's
The
actually you
be
get
seen
something
parties.
out of it.
Yeah, like a
You know
free
what I mean?
drink.
Yeah.
Or a pass at the TSA checkpoint.
But that's the weird thing. Like at these comedy shows we do, like half the audience are cops, and then half the audience are stoners, and they're sitting next to each other in the same room. It's really a funny thing.
You're bringing people together.
I know it. We were just in Rochester. There had to be like 30 cops at one show.
The chief of police.
The
showed
whole
up.
No
whole
kidding.
station came out, and it was like then a bunch of stoners.
We've had some crazy things. Actually, we were here a few years ago.
Yeah.
And we pulled up to the hotel when we were getting there, and there were 100 Missouri State Police cars outside. It turns out it was the Missouri State Police Convention,
Yeah, nice.
and they were all staying at the
In
hotel.
the same hotel.
So we arrived. We did a show on Thursday night,
Yeah.
and we were back at the hotel. We said goodnight to each other, and on my
Cordially.
way back to my hotel room, a bunch of cops recognized me, pulled me into their hotel room. They were all like passing around like bottles of whiskey, just partying. We drove in a cop car, drunk to the 7-Eleven to get cigarettes
Wow.
in their plain clothes. But anyway, like they got me wasted. The next morning, like
Yeah, I did. We were going to do radio the next morning, and I found him in his room. It took like a half an hour to get him up in the
Destroyed.
door. Yeah, I was like, "What happened to you between my door and your door? What happened to you?" And it turned out he got kidnapped by cops.
And they just wrecked you.
Yeah, they
oh
killed
yeah,
him.
yeah, they destroyed me.
Were there
Because they
any,
can.
Were there any police officers after Super Troopers came out that were pissed at you guys? Were like, you're making a mockery of the badge.
We heard that, well, because we did shows in Vermont afterwards, and we thought the Vermont troopers would be the guys who would really love us because we played Vermont troopers.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were up there, we were told that the Vermont troopers are like the only troopers that hate us in general because they think that we're specifically making fun of them.
You're not welcome
Yeah.
in this state.
Which we thought we'd be, we'd be heroes in Vermont.
That's so
but no.
dumb because who's
Yeah.
going to watch that movie and then leave going, oh, that's the way cops are in Vermont?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I don't know.
You guys are not welcome in Vermont anymore. You're never going to experience our
Stuff.
stuff
Maple
that we
syrup.
have here.
They have
maple syrup.
and
It's
stuff.
a beautiful
Big deal.
state, Rizz.
It's very, I've been there. It's very nice.
It's a beautiful state.
It is very nice. So let's talk about Super Troopers 2, which I would think a movie company,
Yeah.
a company like Sony or Warner Brothers, whoever these companies that make movies, would be like, Super Troopers 2, here you go. Here's $6 million.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead, make it.
It's owned by Fox,
Yeah.
so they're the only ones who can make it.
But the weird thing is, like we talked about earlier, is like they made all their money on that movie from DVD. And that doesn't exist anymore. Like no one
right.
buys DVDs anymore, and so they're trying to figure out how they make their money.
But just
now.
even on the success of the DVD sales on the regular Super Troopers, I
Yeah.
would think
Yeah. But there's no
that there would be excitement to go see it in the theater.
there. You think that these people could
the
apply
jump, yeah.
apply some brain power to it, but like it doesn't work that way. And for instance, even the fact that Club Dread bombed and it was because of the Passion of the Christ, and the Passion of the Christ killed every movie. The studio blamed us for the failure. And the success of Super Troopers on DVD is something that doesn't cross over for them. They don't say
they
like,
want someone who gets them an opening weekend, superstar.
Well, I guess
on
that's the way
thing.
the movie business is
Yeah,
now.
that's the way it is now. Yeah.
So you guys went to the crowdfunding
we did
thing.
it ourselves. Yeah, because they question like what the fan base is. The other thing is like Super Troopers is so grassroots. It's like they don't see the fan base, and that's part of why we go do these stand-up shows. Is like, there's so many fans of the movie out there, but they don't know that. It's hard for them to know. So. So we decided to do the crowdfunding because it was such a kind of grassroots thing.
So what was the goal? The goal was...
The goal was $2 million,
And you
we
got-
did that in like in 24 hours.
Damn.
And we ended up getting $4.5 million.
So $4.5 million
Yeah.
from your fans.
Yeah, amazing,
Wow.
flattering.
very
Yeah.
flat. Yeah, we had no idea what to expect, and we were definitely blown away by it. And we actually started shooting last October.
Yeah, we did 2 weeks in Massachusetts last year.
Shot some
before winter started.
Yeah, we needed some crucial New England highway footage, and now we actually signed a contract yesterday.
Right.
And now we're going to finish the movie in July, August of this year.
Yeah, it's good.
Fantastic.
So when are we going to see this thing?
Probably late 2016, early 2017.
Wow.
That's
so
the
there
plan.
will be a Super Troopers 2, and it's thanks to your fans.
Yeah, we've already shot about 20 minutes of it and edited it together. It's awesome. We got cameos. We got some of the old people coming back.
Even on the teaser thing you guys put on your was it Indiegogo? I think
Yeah,
it was
it's Indiegogo. Yeah.
You know, with you guys in the outfits and the mustaches and all that stuff. I mean, it was great just seeing that.
No, it was fun to get back in those uniforms again too. It was weird. Kind of weird to get back in them.
Weird good, you know, and weird bad. Like, you know, it's like with Kevin, you kind of have a little bit of a love-hate thing, you know, because I know, like, all you guys watch the movie and you're like, oh, that Farva, he sure is a jerk, and we love to hate him. But we have to live with him, like, between takes and, like, at night in the hotel. You know, like, you're hanging out with Farva. He's got a crew cut and a crappy little mustache.
Right.
Like, is it hard to turn it off even when you're in full, like,
Well, that's
full
why these
garb?
guys say they think I'm that guy in real life, but I'm not. I'm a nice guy. I'm not a
Let me
jerk.
tell you something.
I'm not that guy in real life.
No, he is. When we were making Super Troopers, it's like, you know, every night there's a party after shooting. The weekend, certainly, and the whole cast and crew is on location in a hotel together. You'd walk in after hours, here's the party in the hotel room, everybody's having a great time. You look over in the corner, and there's Kevin with his crappy little mustache. He's got a pair of sunglasses on, and he's chewing gum. And just, like, not saying where he's in the corner. And that's who he was for a very long time.
That Farva's here. Damn it.
Yeah.
Party's over.
You know, like on Halloween, you get dressed up in your costume, and then there's a while where you're just like in character, like, you know, you're like, oh yeah, I'm Sherlock Holmes,
Right.
top of the morning to you, whatever. He was in character the whole time.
Got Daniel Day Farva over here.
It's method. It's all method.
Now,
Call
spoiler
me Mr.
alert.
President.
Will there be a return of the full frontal junk or no?
I think the idea was that we need to mix it up. Like, I think someone else needs to
or you just start helicoptering. Once you
I
get
could.
up.
I could. It was pretty cold that day, though, so it's hard to helicopter on a cold day.
I see an opening.
Yeah.
It's also hard to
More
helicopter.
of a drone that way.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Something that's wider than it is long doesn't really helicopter.
Visual in my head. Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate the visual.
What do you mean visual in your head? Just go online and watch the scene again. He's got a tuna can in his lap.
All right, that's Steve and Kevin from Broken Lizard. They're at Helium Comedy Club this weekend. So it's all stand-up. It's all, you know.
Yeah. Some stories.
Some stories
Yep.
about the movies they've done, about the movies they're going to do.
Yeah, chugging some beers.
Yeah, chugging
a
some
little of
beers,
that.
hanging
Yeah, we might
out.
chug some beers. It's we're in Beer City here.
I know.
And I'm sure you guys will hang out
sounds
after.
fantastic.
Oh, yeah, we hang out afterwards.
Shake the
have some
hands
beers.
and-
We do a meet and greet. We literally walk off the stage and out to our meet and greet post.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Pictures and kissing babies.
Well, hopefully when the movie comes out, you guys come back and we'll talk about it, you know,
Yeah,
on
I'd
the air
love to.
again and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So that'll be Super Troopers 2 next year. at
Probably
some
early
point?
next year, I would imagine.
That's awesome.
Riz, if you show up at the show tonight and your wife says, "Hey, go, they're your friends. Go say hi," we will remember you.
That means I have to leave my house, though, and you know how I hate to leave my house.
Just come by his place.
Yeah, we'll go to your place.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to come over my house.
Say, hey, we know him.
Sure.
There's a moat. Be careful.
No, thank you guys for stopping by and making us laugh. For,
No, thank you.
Thanks for
you know,
having
a
us,
couple
guys.
minutes this morning. That's Steve and Kevin from Broken Lizard. I want you guys to see him at Helium Comedy Club
Great club.
this
Great club.
weekend. All right, 8:46 Friday. Another look at your traffic and weather. Here's Patrico
Stupid guy with boobs, acting like he doesn't want us to look. He wants us to look.
coming at you.
The Your Point traffic update, that being brought to you by Ryan Kelly, the homeloanexpert.com. Right now, no traffic, all good. Your Point forecast from Fox News' Dave Murray today. A mix of clouds and sun, some showers possible, 50 for the high. Tonight, cold around 30 for the low. This weekend, chilly, rain possible. Looking to stay right about in the 50s for the high. Right now, it is 47 downtown at Union Station.
Before you guys go, Jesse on the Twitter here says that Slammin' Salmon is one of his favorite movies of all time.
Love it.
Which I got to see that.
Oh, it's
I have not
hysterical.
seen that.
Oh,
you
Sam
gotta
and
see
Sam's-
it.
a lot of people are actually saying it's our best movie.
Oh,
I love that movie.
I'm going to watch that this
Oh,
weekend.
thank you.
This weekend I'm watching
You are
it.
eating
Yeah,
the
do it.
blackened cod. It is blackened because it is spoiled.
Oh, wow.
There you go. There
You know, Kevin directed that one.
I did.
That's awesome.
Oh, you did?
I love
I did,
it.
yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Director, too.
Multifaceted.
He wears
I-
a lot of hats, Riz.
We will we'll take a break. We'll come back with your headline goo.